Good morning and welcome to our live crafting session this morning. It is Wednesday morning, it's the 5th of November 2025. My name's Jenny McCormack. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. I'm based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire, and that is here over in the UK. A warm welcome to everybody, whether you're watching live or whether you're catching on replay. That might be on here on Facebook, or it might also be on our YouTube channel, Jemini Crafts, over on YouTube. If you have any questions as to what I'm using, what I'm doing, or about Stampin' Up, then don't hesitate to pop something in the comment section, either here on Facebook or on YouTube, whichever you're using to watch, and I will get back to you. I monitor those. YouTube ones are easier to respond to because I can narrow those down, but obviously if you're here on Facebook, then you're more than welcome to pop a comment in there. So today, on our Wednesday morning, we either feature a new kit, and I have got a new one on order ready for next week, or I also incorporate some of our new online exclusive products. So these are products that aren't available in the catalogue. We had a whole load of them released literally yesterday, of which this is one. So I want to show you how you can make a quick and simple card, but also this has some dies that go with it, so you can step it up as well. So it's called, as you can see, Friendly Foliage. It's £18 and it consists of 10 stamps. So we've got this beautiful foliage in a box. We've got some separate pieces here, and we've got 6 sentiments that go with it. Here for you always, wishing you all the best, get well soon, sending love, you're on my mind and in my heart, and thinking of you. So some really nice supportive sentiments. I'm going to do one simple card, and then I've just got an idea, because I was going to save the dies for another time, but I just want to try something out. So the dies that come with this, as well as cutting out some of these elements here, you can stamp the main foliage. Excuse, this is just a scrap of paper, I do apologise. So as well as stamping the main foliage, it has a die that cuts out the elements behind, like a window. So this one fits on here like so, and it creates this really nice window effect. There's also an outline die that cuts out that piece and the whole outline, and you can put the two together, oops, as I drop it, to create this piece here. So lots of options. I just wanted to do a basic simple card because some of my videos have gone on far too long recently. So I'm using some note cards. So the stamps themselves are £18. The dies are 23. But if you buy those as a bundle, instead of £41, it's £36.75. So you get basically 10% discount on each of those items. I've got some note cards and envelopes. So these come in packs of 20, and these are pre-scored and pre-cut. So great for making some quick, simple cards. Could do with a bone folder though. Oh, I've got a new one. I've had my bone folder for years and years and years, and I decided to splash out on some new ones. Okay, So I'm going to do two. I'm going to do one just pure stamping, literally 2 stamps and away we go. And then the other one, I just want to try this idea I've got with the dies. Okay, so let's do the stamping first. So I'm going to grab this large stamp here. And I do like these extra little bits. So I'm going to use these to decorate the inside and also the envelope. Okay. Now I am expecting a UPS parcel, and I do have both dogs here, so if you hear a lot of barking, that'll be why. Right, just going to tidy that up, and this is just going to be a straightforward stamp my foliage, stamp a sentiment underneath. That is it. And I'm quite tempted to do it in a grey, or I've got a bubble bath, a very pale pink. Maybe I will try it on a scrap of paper just to see what the pink looks like. Let me grab a piece of grid paper to go underneath. It might be right on there actually. Like so. So this is bubble bath ink, that's the colour. And I'm just going to take the ink pad to the stamp. Like so. Let's just see what it looks like. Just want to see that it's going to be enough of a colour to show on our card. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So what I want to do is just make sure it's well inked. This is very light. Here comes our UPS. So just inking that up. And I'm going to pop it on here. So I'm going to have it slightly high so that I've got space for my sentiment underneath. And I'm just trying to get it roughly straight. There we go. So that is my little foliage there. And I'm going to grab one of the sentiments, and I think I'm going to use Smoky Slate for that. Just a light grey, and it really doesn't matter which one I do. Get well soon, sending love, any of these really. Let's do sending love because that's just the first one I've come to. So oh, it's very pale, but it's going to do the job nicely for what I want. There we go. I'm hoping you can see that. Alright, I'm going to add some of the little pieces here on the inside and also onto the envelope, and that job is done. It doesn't even need any embellishments if you don't want to, as it's foliage as opposed to flowers. So let's add these on the inside. Let's just let that relax, do it that way. I'm going to do them one at a time. One sort of curls in and one curls out. And obviously you can angle these accordingly. So I've got that one there. While I'm here, I'll do the same on the envelope. Like so. And then let's do the other one. So this would make a great stack of cards to have in. You could just stamp the foliage and then add the sentiment when you need to send it, or you could create a set of these with different sentiments and then gift them all together. So there we go, nice and simple. Literally, well, 4 stamps, but 2 here. You could just use the top of this on the inside if you wanted to. So there's that one. Now I'm going to just try something out. I wasn't going to do this, but I am just going to try something with the, let me just turn that noise down, sorry. It's been my notifications that are making a row. Okay. Right, this time I'm going to go a little bit bolder in colour. Let's go for garden green as its foliage. And what I'm going to do is stamp this and then cut that centre portion out, the background of the centre, if that makes any sense. But I'm still going to keep this as a simple simple card. So inking this up, like so. I have put some more ink on this recently, so, and let's pop this. Again, I'm going to do it slightly high, press it down, like so. Oh, missed a little bit here, look. See if I can correct that. So the best thing to do is, if you do that, is don't re-ink it, because you don't want to apply extra ink everywhere else. Just trying to line that up best. There we go. Oh, it's not very straight at all, is it? Okay, let's do that one again. I'm going to do it round this way. Right, take 2. As it's just a sample, I'm just going to do it on the back of this card. How bizarre. Yes, it's not straight on my block, and I was using my block straight. That was why. Okay. Right, take 2. Hopefully this will be straight. Who knows? We'll find out in a minute. That's better. Well, almost. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this die over here. So I'm lining it up with the foliage that I've stamped and run this through the die cutting machine. So what it will do is just punch out the holes for the background. So let me cover this up, and I've got my machine just behind me. Let me just put it somewhere more useful. There we go. And of course I've got some post-it notes that will do the job. Okay, so I'm just centering that over the foliage that I've stamped as best I can. That looks good. Just going to pop a post-it note on to hold it in place and run it through my die cutting machine. There we go. Just lift it off carefully. There we go. So now I've got that little panel there. I can see a tiny piece that I can pop out, which is there. So what you could do is either place a piece of patterned paper or coloured card behind, and I'm thinking soft sea foam would be a nice addition. So you could pop that behind either on this piece or on this piece here. Entirely up to you. I quite like it being completely open, so let's do that, because you get more of an impression when you get that open element. So let me just trim this piece down to go inside. So our note cards are 3.5 by 5 centimeters, inches even. Was close. So let me cut this one in half. So I know that's a standard card size. So I'm going to do this 3.25 by 4.75. So I've got 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch around each edge. And so this can go in here like that. Let's pop that down if I can find some glue. Everything is packed ready for coffee and cards, so I have to be careful what I take out. Otherwise we end up with me forgetting something. Okay, so there's that. Now when you're writing your sentiment, you would need to remember not to write in the main body of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a different sentiment on. Let's see, let's do this one. Which says, "You're on my mind and in my heart." I'm going to stamp that also in garden green. like so. So ignoring the fact I misstamped and it's on the back of the card, there is our finished card. So I hope you like that. So I've left that aperture there open, but as I say, you could easily put this piece on the back if you prefer. But I like the fact that that is open. It just gives it more of a 3D effect. You're on my mind and in my heart. There we go. Let's just flatten that edge a little bit better. So you can use a bone folder, you can use a ruler, you can use the edge of a block. So there is one, and here is my sending love with the very pale bubble bath. I've got the little smoky slate grey on the inside, and I've added that to the envelope. So there we are, all done. So I hope you like it. So it's called Friendly Foliage. It's available now. It's got some very nice supportive sentiments. They're not too gushy. So here for you always, wishing you the best, get well soon, sending love, you're on my mind, that's the one I've used, and thinking of you. So thank you. Is that Janice? I think it is, isn't it? So really nice set, £18 for the stamp set. You can buy it with the dies. I would say the dies on their own aren't a great deal of use, because you do really need the stamp to make that work together. But you can buy them both together for a discounted price of £36.75. So there we go. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you joining me today, and I look forward to crafting with you again. I'll be here tomorrow evening, Thursday, 6th of November at 7 PM UK time. So I look forward to crafting with you then. Thank you so much, and bye for now.